It's been a while, has it not? Unfortunate incident, that one. Of sickness. But I am back on the road again now. And my destination remains the same as last time. It has been difficult to remember in the grips of fever. I was going to be moving on to Dawnstar, was I not? And my horse, conveniently, seems to be pointing in said direction. Now I'll just grab these with me and we'll be on the road. Hot shall just fetch their horse real quick from behind that tree there. Come on now. Right, you are right there. And we did gain a level last time, so let's see here. Probably for the best to pick a bit more of a health increase, no? And good look here, cause maybe should consider becoming good at smithing. Though we have anything ranged weaponry, cannot take eagle eye, could take power draw or keen slants in addition to baneful Elan, which could prove quite advantageous. This we have full, this I'm not too sure if I want more of. Recent strikes, critical charge. We've been using charging attacks as of late, but let's see if there's a defensive option. So for block over here we have... First time we thought he made a mistake, but there was no error. Your defense skill with the blade rivals the slashing skill of lesser warriors' assaults. Yes, that would be without shields, I am sure. No. That's bashing. No. I could have a second level of safeguard or sanctuary. Defense strengthened, sounds good to me. And pausing, quicker regain strength and composure. Yeah, that sounds good to me too. And yes, block, runner, shield charge, and finally last stand. Don't know if I'm going for the shield mastery all in all, but I'm picking up this safeguard level 2. So let's be on our way now. To Dawnstar we were heading, if I remember what I said only a few seconds ago myself. Which I probably should, to be frank. So let's make sure that everything's a-okay here. I have not taken the wrong direction by a mistake. And it shows that there indeed is something at Dawnstar. So yeah, on we go. Follow the road, should not be able to get lost here. Last time we were around it was with the Dawn Guard. And well, I do hope the vampires have since cleared out. A lot of animals coming from the left. No beasts after them though. Yeah, I might have just mentioned beasts, didn't I? The spider there ain't no longer. Are you alright?
Greetings, brother. You look weary. I have something to help you relax if you're interested.
No. I am fine with saving your life, but I'm not purchasing your illicit goods off your hands. That's a spider right there. Didn't hit that one. Where's it gone?
Hello?
Oh, there it is. Missed. missed. Well, Hoth, you do you. Would have hit them better if I'd seen them before Hoth rushed in, but... Well, if I'm blind, then I'm blind. On we go. No need to get the poison out of it. I'm never using it anyway. And let's face it, if someone gets here and milks the half-frozen poison out of those teeth, or mandibles, or whatever they were called again, well, they've earned it. They sure have earned it. It's a pretty day out here in the wilds. But on a day like this, when there's no overcast, the cold bites ever so deeper, with the clouds not holding their warmth in. It sounds funny that when the warming sun is out there, that the air's actually colder, but so it is. Trust me, I've lived in cold regions, even though Cyrodiil's not quite as cold as as Skyrim's northern edges, but well, yeah, not as much lived, I'll admit. I've visited the colder regions, and I've heard stories from the foremen. What do we have here? A cart with potions, a book of speechcraft, and 2 satchels that I am not too interested in. And no signs of where anyone might have gone, unfortunately. Well, cannot follow the leads from that, so best get on before I'm frozen. Frozen solid. That's a bear. Up, big got it. Not much attention required. A bit taking some of this bear meat to prepare for later though. More blue mountain flowers. And let's see, so the bear pelt goes onto the horse, the wolf pelt goes onto the horse, and the raw meat goes onto the horse. All of it. Now does this place open? If it does, it might be warm in there. Oh, does not look like it. It does not. There's a few things in there, including that live. Oh dear, furious snowstorm. Do you have any chance at reaching? Well, I guess I'll be trying to make the run for it. To Dawnstar. I'm thirsty. Very thirsty. Let's fix that. And then have a bit of food. Horse, would you provide me with any? There we go. That should have taken care of that. I'm very cold. We probably are not going to be making it through if things go like this. a wolf. Well, you handle that animal then. Well, we do our best to head onward before we freeze. It's not too long to Dawnstar now. We might actually make it. A quick sip of alcohol also helps, though only momentarily. Wolves. Yep, got to hop off the horse. That's them. A quick collection of the pelts and we'll be off again. Since we need indeed to get to warmth before we freeze, not after. After freezing is most inconvenient. Though here in the lands of Skyrim people are usually forgiving about that sort of a mistake and will not just leave you to die, especially if you look like an Outlander. If I'm not completely mistaken, these are Stormcloak lands and I look like an Imperial, since I am one. But here's Dawnstar, we've made it. The snowstorm never came, I'm sure. But the freeze did. How very unfortunate. So it does seem that after all we did end up freezing to death. Though the freeze was of the different kind than I was expecting. Well, we'll be off back to Dawnstar again. And since you've already seen this trip once, I do believe it's for the best I skip it unless something vitally important happens along the way. So we can leave that guy to their own devices. Seems that instead of what was predicted, the weather here continues to be quite lovely. So that means I should take the time to... How many of you? That's 2. And I believe you got the 3rd one out there. Should have just stayed on horseback, but I wasn't expecting there to be this many. Shows what you get for getting careless. Well, moving onward. Could as well take a look up there now that I'm not freezing to death immediately. Let's see what's out there, shall we? Ah, this one of them dragon mounts, isn't it? We might return here one day to see that Alduin is raising the dead. Which we'll have to put back to rest for 2 reasons. 1, dragons. Ain't there no reason we'd want the dragons breathing fire and ice on the good folk. And 2, well, the number 2 would be undead. And there's no reason we want risen corpses there to be annoying the good people. Got him. It's a good strike here, Hoff, though I'm unsure how you did it. You were striking in another direction as that strike killed the wolf, but if it works, it works. Who am I to question? So let's see. There's the tower up there, and that should signal to me that we are close. Windward ruin seems interesting. I might take a look at it once I have warmed up. Given that I was actually supposed to be doing something here. There a wolf out here somewhere? Oh, my mistake. Well, the end result is pretty much the same as in the original. We have arrived and we are freezing, but at least we do not suffer of a suspicious brain freeze and completely shatter our reality as a conclusion.
It's a curse. It has to be.
So we got
I've got to get out of this town.
Going.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fuki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank you.
Come on in.
Worthies, Elenwen's Furies. Big party at the Dalmor Embassy, and one of the guests
What
went
troubles
someplace
you, my
they
son?
shouldn't. Caused quite a commotion.
Yes, sirrah.
So what's wrong with everyone around here?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger.
But keep your
I'm
voice
afraid
down
there's
about
little I
it.
can do about it.
We just finished reassuring them. But what could you do anyway?
Dreams aren't real.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina.
Who now?
She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness.
Ah.
I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
That was an apt comparison with me having been suffering of a cough for a few weeks. So what's your plan then?
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple.
Very well.
Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
If it involves fighting against Daedric princes, yeah, but what do you mean return?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic.
That's true.
I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
That I can do. So how can I help?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
I'm taking my horse, whether or not. Who's Vermina anyhow?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
What does she do with those memories she collects?
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
I can believe that, so let's
I
get
promise
moving.
to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
follow you. Alright, alright.
The Wind Peak
Greetings,
is the
Carita.
finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Me.
Finest one in all of Dawnstar. I presume it's also the only one, because that's how these jokes usually end.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
So,
It's this way.
we are going moving, are we? Do we need to walk? It's rather cold out here. And I have a horse, we could go faster.
Feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer can be difficult.
Yeah, sure, yes. I wonder what the commotion before that, what I can only assume to be a
Tower on
longhouse
that hill
is.
Our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before night-quality was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen at Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The
I
temple
can
being
barely
active
hear you over the wind.
Ironic, isn't it? There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered. The reason for stumbling across Dawnstar was more than a mere coincidence.
If someone answered your prayers, it would have been Stendar in some way. Perhaps Mara has some influence over them, but... well, Mara could have sent me too. Who knows? I like to think I'm a servant of Stendar, however. Which way are we going? Here? Alright. Yep, there's the tower. You would hurry it up. Excellent. Let's make... whoa! That's pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? That it is. Ice raids.
That all you got?
Can I...
Carve out your heart.
You don't seem to harm them much. Well, we got them nonetheless, even if my participation was a little lackluster. This essence should help me fight dragons, so I'm collecting that. Horse has left themselves pretty far. Oh, I was looking at horses. Well, that happens, I guess. Let's head inside before we freeze. I may sound paranoid about it, but I don't really like it here in the north due to that very fact.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
Uh-huh. And were they successful?
Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
Uh-huh. So why is it dangerous?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike.
Ah. So what does it
The
do?
miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep.
I see.
Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process.
Uh-huh. And is it dangerous?
Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged.
Well, it sounds
Those
like
who've
it would
been
work
under
like
the
that.
effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all.
Well, this may sound grotesque, but I hope that's the case of multiple of those people in there.
Once we get inside, all will become clear.
Alright, well, let's head on then.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
So you left Hoth outside to guard this thing. And we'll need to keep a light up.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
Interesting. What do we have here, and what's that infernal racket?
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woe. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Very well, let us move. And the always convenient, you didn't need that light, did you?
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
That's a problem. Looks difficult to breach.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
Alright. Seem to know an awful lot about this place.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
Once a data worshipper. But you have turned to the right path. So, but you should have told me this.
Yes, you're right. I should have. But I didn't know what to say. When the orcs raided the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Alright. Sounds convincing enough. I am ready.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
I just said that I was ready. How's the skull affecting Dawnstar anyhow?
Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long. I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed.
That's...
What it does with these memories is just conjecture. An argument for scholars and historians to this very day.
That's not good.
We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
Let's get moving. Where would this be taking us? Nowhere, I'm assuming then. This the library? Probably.
Just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
Right.
That's it? That's all you got?
And got him.
We still...
The orcs do vanish. Ah, there they are. Them I should actually be giving the flowers to, for they were seeking to end this Daedric menace. Varieties of Daedra cannot be a bad read. Know your enemy and all that. So have you found anything?
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Burned books, I am sure. Oh, that's where you are going, is it? The firmament. More burned books. Hot coals.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now, almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
I do too.
Kill the defilers!
Yeah.
Barring more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the
I
information.
could start using that. I could indeed steal that from her. Kill the defilers, because they are defiling the dreams of those of Dawnstar, but what am I looking for?
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dreamstride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level.
Around the balcony, huh? Can do. So you check the lower level. Well, there's something here. I doubt they put a book in the chest. Especially if it bears the likeness of Vermina, but... Close, very close. Not quite there. There we go. Yep, it wasn't that. The orcs here. A flower for you. And you were supposedly looking here, so 16 Accords of Madness, Parenzia. What else?
Yes, my son. What is it I can help
It
with?
wouldn't be up here, would it? I already took a look here. So
Yes,
perhaps I'm supposed to be looking from here.
They're still here! Stop them!
I am no orc, just so you know. And you shouldn't try to stop me. It's eerily quiet in this place. People only wake up once my steps reach them. And then they are silenced once more through the dragon sting blade. But no, it probably isn't that way. Vermina. So perhaps it is up there. And I've simply missed it. The Dream Stride it was called. And there it is, the Dream Stride. How long is this? Well, not too long, so let's see what we are getting into. For over 1,000 years, the priests of Vermina have been the masters of the art of alchemy. The complexity and potency of their mixtures are nothing short of legendary. Could you stop tooting your own horn here for a moment? These alchemical treasures are so highly sought after that a single draught showing up on the black market can command sums in the tens of thousands of septims. Of the numerous potions that have served to date, Vermina's torpor is perhaps the most impressive. A single sip of this viscous liquid places the imbiber in a state known as the Dream Stride. This condition allows the subject to experience the dreams of another as if they were actually there. The subject becomes an integral part of the dream, behaving as if they belong to any other entities in this dream state. The subject will be mistaken for the dreamer. The subject will even find his mannerisms, speech patterns, and knowledge expanded appropriately. To an observer of the subject imbibed the potion, they will appear to vanish. As the subject traverses distances within the dream, they will also be traversing distance in the actual world. When the torpor's effect has expired, the subject will fade back into reality in the exact location projected within the Dream Stride. Some Dream Strides have transported the subject a few feet, and some have appeared thousands of miles from the origin in a matter of minutes. It is to be noted that Dream Stride is highly dangerous and presents the subject with numerous pitfalls. In certain dreams, subjects have been exposed to life-threatening scenarios such as sicknesses, violence, and even death. In most cases, the subject simply fades back to our world without harm, but in some instances, the subject never reappeared and was assumed to have expired. The subject reappeared deceased. It's also quite possible that the subject could reappear in a precarious or hazardous location in reality, even though that location appeared safe within the Dream Stride. Vermina's torpor is mysterious and elusive as the priest that created it. It's unknown whether this unique transport mechanism is a result of the torpor itself or simply odd machinations of Vermina, but the potential for using Dream Stride to penetrate seemingly impassable obstacles certainly outweighs its mysterious nature. So that's what we are getting it for, are we? We are going to be sending me into a day-tricked prince worshipping. I should have guessed. The moment they told me they were once a priest of Vermina, I should have guessed.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
I found it.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum.
There is.
It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
I've read the book. So it's some potion,
Yes.
isn't it?
The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Yes. It sounds impossible, but it has been done according to the research, so it's quite crazy.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
Well, say it. I'm a test subject, aren't I?
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina.
Which I'm not.
The unaffiliated.
Well, I'm one of Stenda, but maybe.
I will not lie
Oops.
to you.
Well,
There is
can you
some
be
risk
certain?
involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you.
I see. Do you know where we can find the torpor?
All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
I wonder if that was where I was just
The
at.
laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
So there might be some just past here. This is a tough invader. Dying, I'm dead. Too many attackers, too many directions. Exercise more caution when approaching that area, and you'll do fine. And you should probably not enter combat weekend by not having eaten and slept. That's going to spell trouble. So this is the tough invader. Got rid of them. Alright, now there should be opposition coming from a single direction.
No one crosses me!
Charging in. Right.
Now
Get
that
that out of the way.
we need to find the torpor.
So we do. What does it look like?
It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion.
Let me find the nearest paralyzation
searching
poison for you, yes?
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me.
Right, I'll be taking a look. Potions, those I've found.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Anything interesting here? No, not actually. Manimato, King of Worms. It's of alchemy. What do you carry? So for the orcs, I still have flowers. I do.
My son, what is it I can help with?
Potions. Ooh, that's some more valuable things. Let's see, no bottles on the shelves, with the exception of this one. Whoops, alright. A bigger bottle and a biggest bottle. Now where might this take me? Should probably not go wandering off on my own, but that's a safe route. And a shorter one out only. Right, Erendor, let's get this over with. Here's the torpor.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs.
Yes, yes.
I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drake.
Here, now.
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people.
That's true.
I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
Well, let's go.
Let's continue. We still have much to do.
Let's devour the magic of a Daedric prince condensed into a bottle. What could plausibly go wrong? What indeed? Yet, it's for the people. I've come this far.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the stone to fall into their hands.
No more than a handful of us remain, brother.
We have no choice. The miasma must be released.
Miasma? But brother,
We have no alternative. It's the will of them. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I've made my peace. I am ready.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you.
Yes, Brother Duleri.
Here and guard this stone with our lives.
Coming through, coming through. The miasma. Where is the miasma? I need to release the miasma. There it is. I hope I remember the very Aranda, I am back. And I need that barrier spell in my life.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Me neither. It served a purpose.
After what you just experienced, you're not amazed? I'm at a loss for words.
It's not being amazed. It's about not wanting anything to do with the Daedric Princess. But that can be discussed later. Now, proceed.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies.
Apologies
Inner sanctum
accepted.
lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
Alright, follow me, former priest of Aranda. Former priest of Vermina, Aranda, now a priest of Mara. You are not a priest of yourself. Self-worship's not your thing, I am sure.
We fight to the last.
That was comical, I'll have to say. Cutting down devotees left and right without as much as a second thought. How far have I come? How far have I come indeed? An orcish invader. With some food to boot. Since apparently I am hungry yet again. Though that's been fixed, I'm soon going to be needing some sleep. Which is not a good thing when considering we are in the place of nightmares. Only one target and they died already. Very well.
fight to the last.
These are the parts I moved through in the dream. That they are. I don't remember how far I ran, but it shouldn't be too long from here. It shouldn't be, right? But for each room there is, I'm going to be receiving more supplies for the undoubtedly to come final stretch where the Daedric Prince will try to seduce the old priest and get the Skull of Corruption freed. I'm having difficulties with a lock I should not be having difficulties with. There we go. A bit more focus into it and everything went swimmingly. Make way, would you? This one's dead. So's this one. Moving on. Dead. I'm assuming it's you who put them all to ground. But I must unfortunately put you down. For the simple reason that you would otherwise attack me. Now here we are.
Wait. There, Thorin, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
In your mind.
If someone
I'm going to be needing a spell ward in this fight, I am sure.
Vermina, forgive me.
But
I knew Varen and Thorin. They were my friends.
That was my impression.
Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
They were trying to kill us, and they were Daedra worshippers. We had no choice.
Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara.
Yes, I will indeed stand back.
An incantation to remove the barrier.
Though I am afraid you will be betraying me the moment I look away. So don't mind me if I keep myself at the ready.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Well, those last words were the thing that's going to have me let him do that. For if he truly got the power of it, you would not ask me to kill him. Or so I think. Keep a respectable distance. And keep my bow ready just in case you were right. So?
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me.
We are done? We done?
Yes. The skull has been destroyed, and Dawnstar is safe.
Excellent.
I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here.
Very well. Thank you.
There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you.
Well, I've already got half. So, feel free to go on with that old life plan of yours. I've some more things to attend to myself.
Yes, sirrah.